Hey guys, I got a cool video for you today. This is more just for like a practice for me, I think. But got this BMW in the shop right now. Here's the car. It's a 1987, I think, BMW 535. I did a lot of work back on this car when I used to work at Mantis, and the car has sort of a long backstory to it. It used to sit outside in the back. It sat there for maybe like 6 or 7 years, completely untouched. I think it was a deal gone wrong with like a collaboration with another shop. It's kind of cool, I think. I think it's got the cool front bumper on it and stuff, but what's the most cool about this one in particular is it's a turbo conversion, and you can't really see the turbo on these because it's down there, and it's got an air to water intercooler, which I think is kind of funny. I'm not really a huge supporter of those, but yeah, this is it. It's not the nicest looking thing ever, but definitely has the potential to be a very cool car, and it does sound awesome because I've had it on the dyno, and that's sort of where it left off. I think we got up to like 9 pounds of boost and 260 horsepower to the wheels, and then we started to run into fuel supply issues, at which point my old boss took the car. He went through the whole fuel system, supposedly, and now I'm in my own shop here, and the car is back with me. So I gotta get it back on the dyno, that's the idea, but the car doesn't run. So I don't know what happened, because when I gave the car off to them to fix the fuel system, the car was running. So today is about getting this car running. I've already looked at it a little bit, and I can tell you I have no idea what's going on. So here's my adventure into the diagnosis of why this doesn't run. This shop is so small, so I'm gonna film on wide angle here. It's just impossible to film on the regular angle lens. So I apologize if it looks really weird if I'm going back and forth between the two. So anyways, this car runs on a Link Monsoon ECU. This is a pretty good ECU for what we're trying to do here. It's a 4-cylinder ECU. It's kind of meant to be the 4-cylinder turbo ECU from Link's wire-in lineup. But the reason we're using it on this 6-cylinder is that it fires waste spark and batch fire injector, so it kind of fires like a 3-cylinder, which is perfect because we can use the cheaper and more inexpensive ECU and still have all the good features that you want from a good standalone ECU. So we'll just go ahead and plug the ECU back in and fire up the computer just to see what's going on. Oh my god, it stinks in here, and that's a absolute freaking nest of wiring. Holy smokes. I booted up the Link ECU software here. The ECU's all plugged in. Just gotta go turn this thing on. I hear some stuff happening. Oh no. Are you kidding me? Oh my god. Fuck you. I swear to god. There's no fucking way, man. There's no fucking way. The fucking fuel tank is leaking? Oh my god. Please. Oh my god, it stinks. There's no way, man. I was not expecting that. I mean, I gotta put this thing on the lift? You gotta be fucking kidding me. I guess I'll just close this, because we don't need that yet. I know I put fuel in this thing before they took it. Oh my god. That explains why the fuel gauge was pegged on the bottom. Ugh. Okay, well, first things first, let's fix the fuel leak, and then we'll move on. So, unfortunately, I'm the only one in the shop right now, and the shop is packed. So, I have to move all these cars forwards by myself to make enough space to get the 5 Series onto the hoist. It's okay. I can probably do it. It's just gonna be a pain in the ass. So now that the car is up on the hoist, we can go find out where that leak is coming from. I swear to God, it better not be a hole in the tank. It looked like it was coming from up pretty far, so I'm not too worried, but oh no, you know what? It's probably a hard line right there. Oh no. That's bad news. Don't really know how I'm gonna fix that. Yeah, I mean, that would explain the loss of fuel pressure here. Guess what's wrong on this f***ing car?
What is it?
My God.
Is it got no gas in it? Is it got no gas in it? Is it got no gas in it? No gas in it?
Well, let me tell you. Do you see how there's all this fluid on the floor here? Take a fucking guess.
Am I right with no gas? Hold on.
I mean, yes.
Was that it?
There's no gas, but there was gas.
There was gas.
I'm pretty sure it's this this line up here where it's all rusty. So
yeah, I don't doubt it.
yeah, not too excited about that. I swear to God, it wasn't that hole in the fuel line. I mean, there isn't a hole in the fuel line. I was just wrong. So if we look under here very closely, maybe I can see it. The frickin' hose is left off. I think it. Oh, but no.
There's fuel.
That's. Anyways, we just gotta put the hose back on. No problem. That's I guess I need a screwdriver for this. But yeah. Oh my God, that's way better than having to repair a hard line. Okay, well, I got the line back on there, so the next thing I need to do is I'm gonna put the car back down. Okay, so this is becoming a bit more of an adventure than I wanted. I'll just show you. So I put the car back down and there was not this much fuel on the ground before. So obviously we didn't fix the problem. So we got like a ton more came out from kind of the same place. Yeah, that's leaking like crazy. And then we also had a ton come out from up there by the engine bay. What's going on here? I can't tell. I have no idea. So, and it definitely stinks. It doesn't stink that bad, which is kind of interesting. Typically when this much fuel comes out of a car, it stinks. Like it's like I would have to leave. But it's not that bad. I can tell it smells like fuel, but I bet a lot of this is water. I have an idea of what's going on here. It has to do with water freezing. But there's definitely still a lot of issues. I can see kind of where up here that the fuel is coming out. The sway bar is all wet, so I kind of know the general area. But definitely I think a line or something froze, and when the pump turned on, the pressure kind of went to infinity or whatever, and it just blew this line off. That's my guess anyways. But right now I don't see anything else that is painfully obvious. So I will report back when I find something. All right, so I think it's pretty obvious now that the lines are leaking from a hole that's right there. And I don't think I'm going to replace the hard lines. I think that's gonna take a little bit too long because these lines go pretty far. I think we're just gonna put a soft line over that and then cut out the rusty parts. And we will continue to move on and figure out the next problem. The other thing that's interesting too is that this lift pump is also wet. I don't know why, but it's not wet around the line, which is kind of strange, or maybe it is, you know. We'll get there when we get there, but let's take care of the hole in the line first. The camera is really freaking out. So to get these fuel lines out of the way, there are these little clips that are holding them in. I took this one out already. I took this one out already too. But there's one that's right in the center, right there. There are Phillips screws holding them in. This one looks very rusty compared to the rest. And what's worse is that the drive shaft is right in the way of getting a straight shot at the screw. So I will have to take the drive shaft out. It doesn't look too bad, as long as everything's not seized. Gotta take those 4 guys out and probably take the carrier bearing out and then the guibo or whatever you call it here. So hopefully it doesn't take absolutely forever. Okay, so I got the drive shaft out. It wasn't too bad, but now I have access to the Phillips head screwdriver. Drive shaft is just kind of hanging out. Yeah, I'm not even gonna try to use a regular screwdriver. So I've got the punch driver here because I know this thing's just gonna strip as soon as I put the Phillips on it. So yeah, here we go. Okay, I feel it moving. It hasn't rounded yet, so we're looking okay. Yeah, okay, it's going. Oh my God, thank God. There's not a lot of room in there to hammer. This thing needs to be like twice as long. But it's okay, we got it. Okay, let's have a look here. Yeah, this is definitely got a hole here. Check this out. Yeah, right there. Yeah, it looks like, wow, it looks like it just ruptured actually. The whole side's coming off. I don't know if the other line has a hole, but we'll have a look too. It might just do the same thing anyways. We're just gonna make a cut on that line in 2 places. So for that, I've got this like pipe cutter guy here. I'm gonna put it on the line on 2 sides. So the reason you use a pipe cutter because it doesn't squish the line when you cut it. Like if you were to use like shears or something. So I'm just gonna put the pipe cutter about here. It's like a few inches from the hole in the line. We'll make this cut and then we'll make another cut on the other side over there. So the way you do this, you basically just keep spinning this guy around. If there's enough space, there's probably not going to be enough space. So once you got space to actually make your cut and your line is leaking like that, wow, that's really bad. Anyways, you just want to tighten your pipe cutter on there and just keep doing the spins. And as you spin it, the blade is gonna enter the pipe a little bit more as you go. So you just keep tightening it a little bit more every few times you go around. And I'm gonna do this with 2 hands, or at least my right hand. So I'm gonna put the phone down. Okay, bye. So I made the 2 cuts here. We are leaking like crazy. Big section cut out now, right there, and yeah, we're making a huge mess now. I'm gonna have to leave soon because it's really getting stinky. Amazon sent me by accident a couple months ago some 3/8 fuel line, so I can go ahead and slap that on there. It fits perfectly. I'm not gonna roll a bead on it. Some people are gonna get upset for that. I'm also a big advocate of rolling beads on stuff like this. So I know everyone's probably gonna make fun of me for this, but that's okay. I just wanna get this car out of here and onto the dyno because that is my actual job. I was supposed to get this car back in a running state with the fuel system all fixed, and obviously, yeah, it's not fixed. So, all right, guys, I think I'm gonna call it quits for tonight. The shop is just too stinky right now. Like, I don't think I've gotten anything done in the last hour and a half because I'm pretty sure my brain is shutting down. So I'm gonna at least go out and get a coffee and maybe get something to eat, and then I'll be right back. And maybe I'll keep going. We'll see. I kind of want to get a bit further, but I know it's probably not good for my health to keep going at this point. So stay tuned. I will be right back.